Herbert to throw right away.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. An early tough task on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. They'll run left with Pollard.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Dak's got this one complete to Pollard.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jake Ferguson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
38 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Ooh, the juke. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys 14. Chargers nothing.
From the 25, here's second down and 2.
Hey, Catholic. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Running on first down, Eckler.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the left sideline.
A tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Pollard one more time.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I think.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon me?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler.
He's into space past the 25.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things. how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. This is 2nd and 8. That's caught out wide by Cooks. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And quickly, they get to the line. Prescott off play action. That is caught. Schoonmaker. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
That's good for a Cowboys.
They'll run with Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw is Prescott. This one swung out to Vaughn. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll come out in the pistol. Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout.
That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, kill.
Now Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Prescott now from the 50.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're going to speed things up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 26. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Eluding the pressure right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.